Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Stupid is the Norm, the channel where we demonstrate how to become a millionaire in 10 years whilst earning only minimum wage. And in this video I want to cover three subjects: money, value and illegal immigration. Now I'm going to make some enemies with this video, but remember they're just observations and they're not beliefs or anything like that. They're just what I see around me. Now everybody likes money, everybody wants money, everybody would like to make money without having to work for it, and that is achievable too eventually for anybody who's able to work, and that's the purpose of these videos, to prove that. But in particular for members of my 10% club, and if you want more details about how to join the 10% club and what the benefits are, then you can click the link in the description below. Money is a store of value, and if you give value to someone in whatever shape or form, they will happily give you the money in return for that. The people in our society who get the most money give the most value. Now that's the first thing I've said that will piss somebody off, but here's what I mean. Imagine if you're a Premiership footballer and you're playing your game for 90 minutes during that 1 week. Now of course you've been working throughout that week, keeping yourself match fit and honing your skills, but essentially you're getting paid for that 90 minutes you're on the pitch. But you're not getting paid for 90 minutes, an hour and a half. You're getting paid to entertain or bring value to tens of thousands of people, sometimes millions of people. And each of these millions of people are prepared to give you some of their money in return for that value. It's also like Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, does so not just by providing electric cars, fantastic cars, fast, beautiful electric cars, which people said at one stage was going to be impossible to do, but he did it anyway. But he also provides money for shareholders who are happy to give him their money in order to watch his company grow, so they in turn make more money. People are willing to swap their money for value. The more people you bring value to, the more money you'll make. Or even if you provide value to a few people, but those few people recognize that it brings a lot of value to them, you can make money that way too. But the transaction is money for value. The other side of that coin is that if you provide no value or little value, then you get no money or little money. And that's why people on benefits have such a tough time of it. It's not meant to be nice to be on benefits, it's meant to be extremely uncomfortable. You're given enough money to survive, and really that's it, because the world sees you as providing little value. It's harsh, but it's the truth. The way that most people bring value is that they work for someone, and that someone that they work for recognizes the value they bring and they pay them money in recompense. The more value you bring to the workplace, the more money you will be paid. And it's at this point that the paths of the wealthy and the non-wealthy diverge, because if you're working for someone, they value what you do and they give them their money in return for your value, then what non-wealthy people do is they will take that money and then go and swap that money for something they value in the form of typically branded clothes, holidays, nice cars, bigger houses, all that stuff. The wealthy people are the people who are becoming wealthy, on the route to wealth. What they do is they take the money from their work and they give it to someone else to bring them value, thereby making more money on the first amount of money they earned. And they typically put that money in either stocks and shares or in property. If they give it to a company in the form of buying their stocks and shares, and the company can use that money to grow, and in return the company will grow the size of the share, the value of the share, or they'll give them a dividend on top of that, again in reward for the value they're giving the company. Alternatively, they invest in property and they provide a home for somebody who was previously homeless. Again, someone recognizes the value and is willing to give them a lot of money in return for their property. So non-wealthy people take their money, give value to the company they work for, they take their money and they give the money to someone else in return for value. Wealthy people take that money and grow it, making it bigger, and that's the difference. That's where the gap happens, that's where the gap widens all the time, because wealthy people bring more value to the marketplace, even if they're starting from a position of working for someone else. And here's where the whole thing gets rather contentious, but again, it's what I observe. We've had some problems on our streets recently because of protests against illegal immigration. And what that is because, and I know I'm not trying to simplify it, it is really complicated, and I know there's a lot of people jump on the bandwagon, but the root of the issue is that people see it as unfair. People understand that if you're not going to work, not willing to work, or you're happy to work on benefits, then because you bring little value, you're going to get little money. People understand that if you're going to work really hard and invest it, you're going to be wealthy. They understand that you're bringing more value to the marketplace. But what they do see in the form of illegal immigration is that people coming in not bringing any value, and they're getting more money in return, and they see that as unfair and unequal. It's as if people seem to have instinctively recognize there's a value between, or there's a correlation between value and money. And when they look at the costs of illegal immigration, they see it broken there. The contract has been broken. There is no link at all between value and money being paid to you. And people don't like that, and they're willing to protest about that. Now, I'm not trying to make the tragic situation that these unfortunate people have got themselves in a position of where they are homeless, they've had to travel through countries and countries and other countries to get here and risk their lives and the lives of their family in order to come across here. All I'm doing is making the link between value and money. And the reason I'm doing this is because so many people, too many people, think it's the money they should be chasing instead of it's the value they should be creating. Don't look to make money in the world, look to create value, look to find solutions to people's problems. And that's where the money will be. Make the connection between value and money. Go and produce the value and the money will come. Create stuff, solve problems, and money will be your reward. Don't be stupid and don't be normal, guys.